Morning. Another day, another real world test. Today we're going to do it on the new TCL Plex, which is TCL's first self-branded device. They also make Alcatel and BlackBerry, but this is the first time they've put their name on a phone. Interesting. Now, if you're not familiar, a real world test on this channel is essentially where I'm going to go through my normal day and I'm checking on the battery throughout that day to see how the phone does. Also, I'm going to take some of its competitors and take photos with it and those phones, put them all up on the screen so you guys can compare them and see how it does. But first thing is first, coffee. Coffee, check. Now for a $350 phone, it looks and feels nicer than a lot of other phones in that price range, and even a few above that price range. We have glass on the front and back compared to plastic on some other devices in this price range, and the glass has like this 3D glass effect to it that actually looks kind of cool. Now the thing that TCL promotes heavily on this device, and I kind of get it so far, is the screen technology. Now this is a TV company that we're talking about, right? The display doesn't have the highest resolution, but it does a good job with contrast and color, and TCL has software in here that supposedly converts SDR to HDR, boosts contrast in certain scenarios, etc. Okay, more coffee because duh. Let's talk about the cameras, right? There are 3 cameras on the back of this phone, and they're kind of touting that as like, oh, it's one of the phones in this price range that has 3 cameras, but it's a little misleading. So sure, it has 3 cameras technically on the back, but nowadays most people think of that as a wide, a standard, and a telephoto. But here we have a wide, a standard, and then we have a low light 2 megapixel sensor meant to be used to help with low light videos, which will test when the sun actually goes down. Now the main sensor is an IMX582, which is the slightly less video capable sensor compared to the IMX586 that's found in phones that are twice the price, like the ROG Phone 2, all of the OnePlus 7 devices, all of the top Reno phones basically, etc. But it just has lower frame rates for video recording, otherwise it's identical. But as we've seen with plenty of other phones and manufacturers, the sensor is not the entire story. Most of the time, the software that the manufacturer uses on that sensor is what makes a very big difference. I'll let you guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments below, after you see all the photos that we take by the end of this video, what you guys think of the TCL using that sensor and how they did on the software. Okay, and while we're at it, since we haven't done it yet today, let's check in on the battery. It's 2:01 p.m. and we are at 71%. Okay, just finished filming a video at the studio. But look who showed up. It's Mr. Jaime Rivera from Pocket Now.
Finally, first day at work.
He made it to the studio. In case you guys don't know, Jaime, myself, Michael Fisher, Mr. Mobile, MJ from Gadget Match, and David Amell from Android Authority are all actually sharing this new filming studio. I'll do a full, tour or something whenever this is actually done. Right now, there's a lot of work to be done. We're all just kind of still moving in and getting through crazy Techtober, even though it's November. But once he's done back there, we're gonna real quick go get some food. Before we do that, let's check in on the battery as we do. It is 6:02 p.m. and we are at 50%. calling it a night. It is 11:59 p.m. midnight, and we're at 20%. Here's my screen on time and my usage, so you guys can check that out. There you go. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed by this little thing. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. TCL, as far as their TVs are concerned, which I actually own one of them, by the way, they are really good at taking like higher end features or just packing in a lot of features into a pretty looking device that doesn't cost very much. Checks out. Not a bad start for TCL. I think this is the right place for them to start, is here and kind of make a name for their brand as a phone brand at least, and then work their way up. But I am curious about what happens when they work their way up, because they do have foldable displays that they've already shown off and waterfall displays, like those bezel-less ones and stuff. So I'm interested to see what happens when they actually make a flagship phone. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video, of this phone. Always appreciate hearing from you guys. Also, check out the rest of my channel. If you like what you see there, please subscribe. And I started a new series on this channel that I will try to make weekly, but I did a pilot of it, and I'll leave a link to that here. It's called Decoder. It's going to be where I try to explain a piece of tech every week. Check that out. Please comment on that and let me know what you think of that series as well, and the next episode you would like to see, what you want to see me explain. That would be also very helpful. Really appreciate it. As always, though, regardless, thanks for watching.